Yes, thanks for giving me the option to unmute. So I'll start my speech. Am I good to? Yes, thanks for the confirmation. Recently, when I was reading the book Atomic Habits, I read a chapter in the book that stated when humans are good and confident enough to perform a habit, they forget to find the errors and update themselves. We, as Toastmasters from KIET, are in the same phase right now. Some people are doing excellent in their tasks in Toastmasters, while the rest are inactive, staying inactive in the club. So to avoid this and make everyone sit on a single page with an ideology to make Toastmasters find their weak spots and give them enough confidence to improve themselves, I present you Joyce Leadership Academy, where champions are made. Joyce Leadership Academy is a 26-week refresher and professional course, especially for Toastmasters, to make them stand out from all other Toastmasters and make them industry ready. We have Joy Behans, current District Director of District 126, and Jahanavi Rampalli, Division Director of Division A, as the guiding committee. And I sincerely thank them on behalf of everyone for accepting our request to be the part of a transformation. I request everyone to please show an emoji as the token of gratitude for them for accepting our request. Moving forward, while we are doing any task, we go through three common questions every time. They are why, what, and how. So now I am going to answer the three major questions that may have stuck your mind right now. The first is why I am doing Joyce Leadership Academy, or why you need to be the part of Joyce Leadership Academy. So for why, I have 5 points. The first is to improve the quality of KIET and KIET Women's Toastmasters clubs. The second is to improve the membership engagement in the clubs. The third is to improve collaboration in both the clubs and sit on a single page. And the fourth is to create leaders. Fifth is to make members job ready and give them enough industry exposure while they are going outside of the club. It may be after their 4th year or maybe in their campus placements. After answering why, our brain urges us to answer the second question, that is, what is the process or the methodology for this? So in the process, we have created 2 teams for each club. We have 2 teams, 2 team leaders from KIET and 2 team leaders from KIET Women's. And the second is have competition between all the teams for all the teams. So the teams will be contesting, competing within themselves, competing within the team, competing outside of the team as well. Third is to invite external educator to help us drive the mission. For this, we have Joy Behans and Jahanavi Rampalli. And the fourth is scheduling weekly sessions. And the schedule for the weekly sessions for the next 26 weeks is already made. Fifth is to monitor individual progress. If there are people who are lagging behind, we'll give them support to follow up and to become equal with all the other people. So after answering all these 2 questions, we have a third question, that is how we are getting benefited from this. Before answering this question, in the process, we are going to meet on every Monday at 8 p.m. on Zoom, and the schedule will be shared with all the team leaders right after this session. So answering the third question, that is how. For this part, we have 5 points as every other topic has. So how we are getting benefited from this? Every member will understand their own strengths and weaknesses. Every member will set individual goals and work on them. Every member will be more confident after completion of this 26 weeks refresher course. Fourth is every member will have better interpersonal skills and leadership skills. Fifth is obvious, that is we improve our communication and presentation skills, which are very much required to get placed in a company or to survive in the competition of the market right now. So this was the plan to organize Joyce Leadership Academy, And for this, I request active participation from each and every individual involved in Joyce Leadership Academy. It is high time for us to understand that it is time to update. So if you have any questions, you can please feel free to ask any questions. Because as this is an introductory session, we'll be very happy to answer the questions you have.
So are you using any parameters to check the progress of students?
Yes, sir. For this, we have a parameter. I'll share it with you. These are the parameters that we are assessing and mentoring a member on. First is communication skills. Second is the attitude. Third is presentation skills. Fourth is discipline. And fifth is leadership skills. So under communication skills, we also have 5 subcategories: clarity, content, voice modulations, language, nonverbal communication. Under attitude, we have 5: confidence, behavior, etiquette, approach, amicable. And third is presentation skills. In this, we have grooming, expression, structure, visualize, and audience interaction. Fourth is discipline, which has punctuality, regularity, meeting deadlines, adaptability, and being a team player. Fifth is leadership skills. In this, we have planning, decision making, delegation of tasks, following up, and crisis management.
Okay, so will this be done for everyone, or as a team you will be doing it?
This will be done for every individual because this is individual Toastmasters development plan. And we are going to mentor and assess each and every member's progress, know about each and every member's areas, strengths, weaknesses, and we can give them opportunity to improve themselves.
So are you going to do this weekly or how many times?
We are going to do this 3 times in the span of 6 months. The first is we are going to do maybe this week or a week later. That is pre-assessment. We are going to assess them before starting off the HPL, that is Joyce Leadership Academy. And we are going to do for the second time in the mid, that is maybe after 3 months. So we can see what kind of progress they have made in the past 3 months. And the third is done after the completion of JLA. That is how much they have improved themselves and what are their strong zones and on what parts they can cash in the industry.
Okay, thank you. My questions are answered. Anybody else wants to ask, you can.
Yes. Does anybody have any questions? It can be from team leaders or team members.
So how are you going to ensure the participation of all the members?
So while coming to the participation, ensuring the participation, we have team leaders. We are motivating the team leaders to make their members join. They have to join because we are giving them points based on the attendance of the team members. If only one team member have attended from out of 10, they will get only 1 point and they will be lagging behind. If they are lagging behind, moving forward in this process, they will lag behind. After 6 months, they may lose a chance to attend or to be a part of industry collaboration. So to make sure that they are getting a chance to be industry ready or meet an industry expert or to collaborate with an industry or a company, they have to attend, and the team leaders will make sure that the team members will attend.
Okay, then how will you stop the repetition of only one single team member performing all the tasks?
So for this, we have 3 aspects. That is, we have divided 3 team members into red, green, and yellow. We are going to keep contest between the team members. Like for example, I am green member and you're also a green member. For this week, we are going to have competition between the teams for only green members, like only the people who excelled at everything. And for the second week, we are going to have competition between yellow. And for the third, we are going to have competition on red. For the initial stages of this process, we are concentrating on only red members. Red include new members and inactive Toastmasters who are staying in the club. Yellow includes senior Toastmasters who are being inactive in the club. So our concentration for initial phases will be on these 2 parts to make them equally compete or equally potential with all the other members. So in this way, we can avoid repetitions. I hope I have
Okay.
answered your question.
Thank you, Jagdik, for that. No more questions from my side. If anyone else has, they.
So are you only going to have speeches for this, or there is anything interesting for the members to be excited to join?
Yes. So for the members to be excited or get interested to join, we have activities lined up for beginners to advanced, from icebreakers to maybe collaboration or in visiting an industry offline. And other than this, not only grooming their professional side, we also have activities which nurture their passion. For example, I have planned some activities which include photography contests, short film contest. Maybe we can add singing or culturals kind of thing, or we can have sports as well if we are planning to meet offline. So we have everything that a member in Toastmasters looks for.
All of the members are Toastmasters who join this leadership.
Sorry, Padmaja.
All the people who join this leadership thing should be Toastmasters of KIET, right?
Yes, Padmaja. People who are a part of this process are members from KIET group of institutions. It have two clubs. One is KIET Toastmasters and the second is KW Silvertongue Toastmasters. So the members are from these both clubs, not outside of these clubs.
So what would be your role in inspiring the members? Like, you are doing this project, right? What is your key role in how to, how do you inspire members to give speeches? You told that this is mainly focusing on people who are inactive or dull, right? Mostly.
Yes. So my view is that they are inactive because they are not finding something interesting in being in a Toastmasters club or being Toastmasters. So while we add something extra which they like, for example, I have already stated that it can be photography, it can nurture their passion as well, not only their professional side. I'm not saying that Toastmasters only concentrates on professional, but this is something related to Toastmasters, but not totally Toastmasters. So they'll get everything that they wanted to do. So they can feel a bit free and they can mingle with everyone because everybody is their friend. Everybody knows everyone here. So they can feel free and they can open up easily than being in a Toastmasters community or a club meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope I have answered your question.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So anybody have any questions? Especially the team leaders.
Hi Jagdik, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, I had a little bit of your presentation and I came to know that you are having the strategies prefixed, right?
Yes.
But what the role of a team leader in that prefixed strategies? Like if we have no strategies, then team leaders have to discuss their own strategy with the team members, right?
Yes.
So if we have prefixed strategies, what is the role of the team leader, having team leader?
So the role of the team leader is to organize a team, because I being the organizer or something, I can't manage 40 members on a single hand. So the team leaders will be my point of contact for a team. So there are 4 teams, 40 members, 10 members for each team, and one team leader for 10 members. So while I have to share an information or while I have to do make people do an activity, I can directly ask the team leader and the team leader will delegate the task within the team. And that is what my strategy is, to make people become leaders. So being a team leader will help them to delegate the tasks, assign the tasks to teammates, and make teammates work on what are the tasks that they have been assigned to. So the role of team leader is to delegate the task and lead a team effectively.
But according to your presentation, I came to know that we have been segregated into yellow, green, some red batches, right?
Yes.
So if we give the task to only yellow batch
Okay.
or some you mentioned that there are prefixed strategies. right?
Yeah.
Could you define what kind of
See,
prefix strategies that
you
you are
mentioned
thinking
that
about?
we are going to have competition between these batches only for 1 week,
Yeah.
right? So
Yes.
what I'm asking is, if we do not have such kind of batches, if we take all the members in a unique in one batch, then a team leader would strategize who will go, who will not go, right? Then the leadership aspect comes into the picture. If we have predefined strategies, then I think uh, the term leader will not be much effective. I think it should be replaced by point of contact.
Okay. Yeah. I understand your question. Here, you're trying to say that we have already defined a strategy and we are asking people to work on the same track. So, is it
Yes,
what you're trying to ask?
yes,
Yes. Answer is question. There will be leaders because they ask team members to prepare everything, and we will select a batch. It can be green, yellow, or red. We have differentiated into batches because it gives people an opportunity to work. And here team leaders task will come into play because they are delegating the task, which will be the work of leader. They are making people work, which will be the work of a leader. So many more to come because they have to plan, organize, schedule meetings with, and they have to not only delegate the task, they have many other works lined up because as this is an introductory meet, I haven't discussed everything at one go. So to make people understand and to make inactive people active, we have differentiated into batches, but everyone
got it.
will be equal after a couple of months.
Yes, got it.
Okay, it's time. We'll take the rest of the questions later.
Was to have a plan for your project, organize the team and have a vision for that. That you did pretty well. You laid out the plan for the 6 months. You had clearly organized the team, different teams with different, and then you also had the plan, like attributes, like how you are going to assess each member and how do you track every 2 months or 3 months. That was very good. Coming to your delivery, like the pace at which you spoke was very clear. It was neither too fast or slow. It was clear and audible. Your eye contact was spot on, and your hand gestures were apt. The audience connect, I feel it was well connected to the audience because it was relatable to them, because all of them are in that program and it could relate well. Coming to suggestions, I felt if I can suggest according to me, I felt you jumped into the vision or the plan directly. This is joy leadership. You could have told a bit about high performance leadership, a bit 2 lines about like what that project is and your role in that project, or in your 6 months team, your role for 2-3 lines. And the other thing I felt was the project, when you were talking about, it felt like you were reading from the presentation. Of course, it's a technical thing. It is a vision and plan, but you could have added some lines which could have been more engaging, or your role as a Toastmaster or how it improved. So just a couple of lines so that it is more engaging something. And also when you were talking about the different 3 teams, right? Like yellow, green, or red. You could have used, there is a scope if it would have been more impactful to use voice modulation so that you give more energy to the best team. So you were like this, you proceed, and so it would be a bit more impactful. Other than that, a very great way of delivering a HPL project. All the best. I hope I see you after 6 months and your team, your successful team members along with you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster John, DTM John.
Hey, thank you so much,